Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I have never been more bullish to be someone holding XRP than right now at this moment in time. Let's take an overhead view for just a second of what's going on. Ripple Swell Conference, the most important conference for Ripple annually, is happening and starting tomorrow. I expect major news to break from that. Brad Garlinghouse, at the exact same time, will be at DC FinTech Week. And just listen to the name, FinTech Week, co-hosted by the Bank for International Settlements. And I want to take you back to 2019. Remember when Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, presented at the 9th high-level meeting for the International Monetary System in front of Augustin Carstens, who happens to be the head of the BIS. And for those of you that don't know what I'm discussing, it's this specific meeting right here. This is Brad Garlinghouse with the heads of different monetary authorities, the IMF. And let me ask you a question. If Ripple or XRP were anything close to a scam by now, would the Ripple CEO be presenting in front of these high-level important officials that could genuinely adopt and reshape the technology of the financial system? Why is the Ripple CEO 4 years later speaking at a BIS conference on fintech? Why is it that Michael Barr, at the exact same time, who was formerly at Ripple, is the vice chair of supervision at the Federal Reserve? What the hell is a former Ripple member doing supervising anything at the Fed? Oh boy, are you putting it together? Why is it that Sheila Warren will also be a speaker at this conference, while at the same time just 3 years ago, she was the World Economic Forum's representative to keynote for Ripple Swell Conference in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, are you beginning to put the puzzle pieces together? People run the world. People move the mountains that are needed to revamp a financial system. And every single person connected directly to Ripple that's of significance are placed in key positions right now to make this transformation happen. And people continue to think this isn't gonna happen. People think it's a sham, a conspiracy. They think XRP's the shitty banker's coin. Well, let me tell you something. I think the BIS and others think it's the perfect banker's coin. And I don't give a damn what you call it. I'm gonna make me some bank money from this baby. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time the XRP community stop giving a literal damn about what anyone says about them. Because we are the gold standard in crypto now. If there were any funny business going on under the hood of Ripple and XRP, we would have found out during the SEC case. The BIS would have weeded it out in 2019 before they let them speak on this panel. But you see, that's not going to happen. And every chess piece needed for Ripple to succeed is put directly in the place it needs to be for right now. Look at all the black swan events that have occurred in the lead up to this revolution in the financial system. Middle Eastern conflicts between Israel, Palestine, Russia, Ukraine. We have the potential of China, Taiwan. Then here in America, everyone's going broke. We had the health crisis that closed down the financial system. We have a social credit score system in China that is ready to be rolled out to numerous other countries. We're having bank runs everywhere. Silicon Valley Bank collapsed. Sam Bankman-Fried collapsed. Regulation is on standby for the crypto market. I genuinely believe 2023 is the last time you have a buying opportunity to get into the crypto space before we hit an unreachable point again. Money is going to flood into this market unlike any other market on the planet before. And if you don't grandfather yourself in right now, by solidifying your entries, then you'll always regret it. Now that you guys get the moment in history we're in, I'm gonna play you a clip of Michael Barr, ex-Ripple and currently at the Fed, from Xrp, talking about FX and the derivatives market. Connect all the dots, realize where everyone is right now, and understand that this new technology is going to be introduced, whether you believe it or not.
Let me say a bit more about how innovation plays into this goal of making the financial system fairer. We should welcome financial innovation as a positive force that can increase access and lower costs for individuals and for businesses. I also want to be clear at the same time, Michael, it's important for us not to set up a regulatory environment that stifles innovation. Innovation is really critical to the financial sector. It's critical to the American economy.
So he's very pro-innovation and especially Ripple. And when we go onto the Federal Reserve website and go under Michael Barr, it doesn't say anywhere here that he was with Ripple. They left that part out because this is a massive deal, okay? This is just, you can't make this up. And then on the ISDA, just Ripple just joined, okay? But this is a huge deal. Ripple could play a huge role in this, in the derivatives market, because derivatives trading often involves foreign exchange and settlement processes. Participants might engage in contracts that involve currencies other than their home currency. For example, a US-based investor might enter into a derivative contract with a European counterpart that is denominated in euros. In such cases, FX considerations come into play because the value of the contract needs to be converted from one currency to another for evaluation and settlement. And this is the most important part right here. FX and settlement are essential to derivatives trading as they impact the financial aspects of contract valuation and fulfillment. It's crucial for market participants to have a clear understanding of these processes to effectively manage their derivative positions and mitigate potential risk.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this clip was found by 24 Hours Crypto, and I believe you should give him a follow, as that was a great breakdown of why Michael S. Barr is so important and what the long-term potential of XRP could be. Ladies and gentlemen, I've always stated that in the long term, the maximum XRP could reach, its maximum potential is tapping into the derivatives market. That is the only thing on the planet that could ever make XRP a 5-figure token one day. And while that reality still exists, is something to keep in the back of your mind. Now, back to reality under $1. We have to take things step by step and understand where we are. I believe we are still in the early speculation post-clarity phase, pre-bull run phase, pre-institutional money and Bitcoin ETF phase, and I believe next bull run, you definitely need to take aggressive profits in order to ensure you're leveling up in this life. But I also want to tell all of you that you should hold on to a forever bag of XRP. Because, this baby's going to play a pivotal role in the future of finance. Now here, I have yet another clip from another great contributor in the community, Mr. Man, showing Finastra, a longtime Ripple partner, and them discussing that their growth comes from regulated rails that will harness the power of easy accessibility, interoperability, nimble and scalable. And in 2022, Finastra partnered with Visa to offer a custom-built cross-border payment solution. Finastra and Ripple over the past couple years have been companies that we've paired together in this community because of notable partnerships and integrations. And these are pilot programs launched through the cooperative efforts of the Clearinghouse, EBA Clearing, and Swift. If you guys don't think Ripple and XRP are going to take over at some point, you're crazy.
For this growth, financial institutions need a payments infrastructure that is nimble, scalable, and agile enough to meet emerging customer demands. And the payment experience needs to embed seamlessly into whatever transactions their customers are doing, whether that's in a retail context, such as splitting a bill at a meal, or in a business context, such as settling an invoice for goods and services. Together, we are thinking beyond simple use cases of real-time payments and embedding frictionless payment services to deliver real value to customers, and coupling this with important tools that will help banks manage aspects of fraud, etc., that fundamentally change with real-time payments. We do this by leveraging global innovation and third parties, integrating them onto our platform, fusionfabric.cloud. Cross-border payments, for the best part of half a century, have been the domain of SWIFT as the only way to send and receive cross-border payments. This growth of cross-border payments has been a double-edged sword for banks, as it has driven competition from new entrants into the market who are more agile and able to compete on price and customer experience. Fintechs have stepped in and addressed unmet needs. Firstly, on the low-value side, by offering cheaper, frictionless remittance and e-commerce payment options, but also on the high-value side, with entrants such as Ripple, Tune, Visa, and MasterCard threatening to disrupt the correspondent banking model. As these new rails come to market, we see it as our responsibility to provide the technical solutions and access to these rails, and in doing so, provide optionality to our clients in a seamless fashion. A great example of this is our recent partnership with Visa, where Finastra clients will now be able to offer their customers cross-border payments underpinned by the power and reach of the Visa network. Our experience tells us that further change will inevitably happen. We are preparing for that by actively engaging with the industry bodies and regulators. Our aim here is to be part of the next set of changes and to be prepared and ready for those changes. Banks can then smoothly implement and benefit from this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are reaching smooth implementation time. And for those of you with the eyes to see, generational wealth in the new 1% awaits you. Guys, we are reaching critical bull run territory. The XRP price is getting ready for an explosive God candle. We're going to experience euphoria and price belief that's been long awaited amongst all of us. But this is a critical warning for every single one of you to acknowledge. If you sell along the way up, you never buy back the coin you sold at a higher price. And these are wise words by someone who has been hyper successful as a trader in the crypto market, Rob Art. Remember this rule. Make sure you never break it. Break it once and you're likely to break it twice, then 3 times. Then you'll buy again close to the top and suffer massive losses. Stick with this rule because there is rarely an exception. Ladies and gentlemen, these are wise words from a great man, and I hope you learn from the mistakes that have made him say this, as opposed to learning yourself the hard way in this upcoming bull market cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. Now, before I leave you for the day, I have to remind my OnlyFans community that I am currently responding to DMs, and I'm almost completely caught up. And in addition, I have just posted my new portfolio update, as I have filtered out a lot of coins that I don't want anymore. But I have provided you the ratios of all the new coins that I will 100% be riding in this bull market cycle. You 100% want to take a look at this one. And if any of you want to subscribe and find out what I'll be holding, just sign up at onlyfans.com/thebearablebull. I genuinely believe multi-millionaires are going to be made this next cycle. And I'm honored that so many of you have chosen me to help you on this journey. The hard work is only beginning. But I do think our lives will change forever. Now, guys, as always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.